Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just going to talk a bit about helmets. We've been running these FXR Modular helmets for about, I'd say about 5 years now. So 5 seasons. Not bad helmets. Mine's got these top vents. And then another vent on the back to let air out. So you push these two down and have that open at the back. You can see that there. And then the two top vents, air will get in here and escape out the back. You've also got a chin vent here. What I find on the really cold days is this one vent here, it starts rattling around and you can hear it throughout your entire ride, which is kind of annoying. The vents do work when you need them. I don't use them very often. The only one I'll use really is the chin vent there. It does come with a breath box. I have used that in the past. I can't really say if it worked or not. Mostly it was just to keep the cold off your face. I did find, depending on temperature, this helmet to be a little drafty. But overall, a good helmet, not too bad. It has worked. I blew through one heated visor a couple years ago. Yeah, but other than that, it's still a pretty good helmet. Now, the reason, one of the many reasons my wife and I have decided to upgrade, the thumb latch to lift up, to actually lift it up and out of the way so you can have a bite to eat or something to drink. There's a cable in here and mine has snapped, so this won't lift up anymore. So all I can use is the visor. The helmet's still functional, still works, but I can't lift this up and out of the way anymore. I gotta take it apart and see if I can just run a new piece of wire in there and get it working again. If not, I mean, the kids are gonna be using these helmets going forward anyways. So, yeah, there is a peak, a sunshade for this. I took it off immediately after the first ride because I found it catches the air and then it starts vibrating your helmet. So I didn't like that. It does have a sunshade, as you can see there, and that works well. So that's what keeps the sun out of the brightness out of your eyes. But yeah, overall good helmet. This is the FXR Maverick X, I believe. Yeah, so geez, I think I paid $500 for this at the time. It was, it was quite expensive at the time, but looking at the cost of some of the helmets out there today, I guess it's not a bad price. Wife's helmet, she didn't have too many issues with this, other than she finds it a little heavy. So there again, I'm not sure that this is an FXR helmet, but I'm not sure what it's actually called other than an FXR. Like I say, mine's a Maverick. Maybe this is just, there again, I don't know. So it's got a vent at the front, vent at the top, a little bit different than mine, just the one vent. If you open it, there's actually two slots at the back. Right here, I'm assuming that's where the air will come out if you've got your top vent open. But But yeah, hers has this black sun visor. Mine has the blue tint. So anyways, yeah, heated shield. She's never blown a heated shield on hers. She doesn't ride near as much as I do anyways, so. But yeah, still a great helmet. This will be used for the kids. So yeah, anyways, good helmets. I forget what we paid for the wife's helmet. It might have been like $300-400, somewhere in that range. Can't remember, long time ago, but I know I paid $500 for mine. $450, $500. Yeah, $500 after taxes. So we'll say that. Yeah, good helmet. So if you're in the market for an FXR helmet, yeah, they're decent. You can't go wrong with an FXR helmet. Like I say, the cable on my chin latch here to flip up the lower part, it snapped on me, so I can't flip it up. Anyways, we'll set these aside and we'll show you the helmets that we upgraded to. Okay, so after doing a bit of research, we started looking at CKX. I did. To be honest with you, I've never really been a fan of CKX. I've always looked at FXR, Climb. I always found the Climb helmets to be, I don't even think they offer a modular helmet. They might. I couldn't find one, and that's why I've always gone with the FXR. Now, CKX has come a long way, I think. They offer, you got the Titan, the Mission, the Contact, and there's actually a couple other series of helmets. Anyways, we went with the modular again, and we got the Contact. We've heard some pretty good things about these helmets. Everything I can find online, and this is from a few years ago, so I'm sure they've had some minor tweaks and improvements over the years. So we decided to try these out. So yeah, let's get into opening up these boxes and checking them out. Okay, so we are going to start with the wife's helmet. Now, after looking at, here's the cables and everything. After doing a bunch of research online, we decided to make a trip down to Royal Distributing and see what they had in stock, just so we can try these on, see if it fits right, see how it feels. And the wife's initial reaction was, I like this. It's nice and light. And so I tried one on. And I was like, wow, I can't believe how light this thing is. Feels good. Feels really good. Oh, yeah, that's nice. So my wife, she wanted the blue, light baby blue, to kind of go with her jacket. So that's what she got. Anyways, we tried them on, and then they didn't have the colors or the sizing really that we wanted. I tried on a medium, and it felt really, really snug, and they didn't have a large. So I kind of knew I just needed a large, and after getting back home, going through their website, looking at the measurements, measuring my own head, I came to the conclusion that I needed a large. So the wife, there was a small at Royal she tried on, so we knew for sure that was the size she needed. Anyways, these are really nice helmets, really light. It's a modular. Now, all you're able to do is just flip up the visor. And you'll see it drops down here. It goes real thin at the bottom. So all you need to do is flip up the visor and you can still talk, grab a snack, have something to drink without taking your helmet off, which is kind of nice. Sun visor is orange, or the amber. So we'll try that out. Just a little, this is kind of like the oxygen helmets, believe it or not. It's almost the same. And that's kind of the style of this helmet. It's similar to an oxygen, where you've got this wide, and that was the other thing we noticed when we tried them on. Our field of view was like, wow, the amount you can see, you're right out your peripheral and everything. Compared to the, and I'll show you here, compared to the FXR, you can see the difference in height, right? Like this is probably 3.5, and that's like 4.5, almost 5 inches. So, and you can see it goes around the side quite a bit, versus the FXR, it doesn't go back as far. So that's another thing we liked about these CKX Contact helmets. And the price point. We got these for $300 a piece on sale. Depending on, like, now there's an Arctic series, there's a Night series. There's 2 other Contact series helmets, and they range from $330 to $350. But they're on sale right now. So you're basically paying $295 plus tax for these helmets. And to me, for everything that you get, and this has got a nice little chin curtain here. On the side, you'll notice, and that's, I've never had a chin curtain on a helmet, so I'm kind of looking forward to trying this out, because I have to wear a balaclava and a neck warmer, and I still feel the odd draft getting in. So that's something I've never really liked. So I'm looking forward to seeing how well this works. I have a feeling it's going to help. The heated visor cord is actually integrated into the shield itself. They've molded out a couple tabs, and it runs right through the side there. So that's kind of nice. If you forget to disconnect from the sled, it's not yanking, your cord's not going to yank right on the connection there. So that's pretty cool. It's nice and clean, streamlined. Now you only get one vent with this helmet, and that's the vent right at the front there, which I'm fine with. I've heard this helmet runs a little on the warmer side, so maybe we might be able to run without a balaclava altogether. I don't know. I'm going to find out within the next couple of days, though. So that's pretty well all I can touch on. It's got your like a ratchet strap connector here. Now I've heard some people say this is too short, but you can adjust. There's plenty of adjustment here. Some people are saying it was too tight. Now that was from like 3-4 years ago when this helmet first came out. So I would have to imagine this, like I say, there's probably been a bunch of tweaks made to this helmet over the years. So I can't see that being an issue. Overall, a pretty good helmet. I mean, we got 2 helmets for $600 plus tax. I mean, I was looking at the missions, and some of the mission CKX mission helmets are $600-700 just for one, and that's like the low end mission. CKX actually has all their helmets on sale right now. So, anyways, we wanted a modular, more of a modular helmet. That's what we're used to. That's what we like. I don't care about a visor and a whole bunch of vents. Maybe we will need vents. Maybe that's what this helmet's lacking. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. So that's the wife's helmet, which is, it's pretty cool. They do offer a lot of different colors for these helmets. Neat designs. Let's dig into mine here. More cables. Always good to have spare cables. Now I got a matte finish on mine. That's kind of neat. Matte finish with some red highlights. I like the red. They had another one in a different series helmet that there was a lot of red, but it was almost too much red. So, anyways, mine's the exact same features as Chanel's. It's got this little, I'm not sure what this rubber piece is here. Maybe a little breath guard or something. Anyways. Yeah, pretty nice helmets, I must say. I'm pretty impressed with these. So we'll see how they perform. Pretty slick looking. So yeah, that's pretty well all I got for you. We're saving these helmets. The kids are gonna run them. Cooper's gonna run this one. Hadley will end up running the Chanel's, and then yeah, Chanel and I are gonna try out these new contact helmets and see what they're all about. And if they don't work, maybe we'll give them to the kids. I don't know. And go back to using ours, because there's really nothing wrong with ours. But these are, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. I did mention they are lighter, but I looked up how much they are less in weight compared to the FXRs, and they're about a pound and a quarter less in weight. So, and that was one of the things we first noticed, and I think I mentioned that earlier on in the video, is how light these helmets are. So that's it's gonna be good. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you found this video helpful. If you're in the market for a new helmet and you're considering a CKX, look at the Contact. They're on sale right now too, so now's a great time to buy them. Anyways, take care, guys. We'll see you on the next one.